We call ourselves a mineral property bank, and you'll understand as we go forward. What I want you to do is focus on the value that our model shows, okay? And I think you'll see it even though we're not going to be talking about individual projects. So what does Globex do as a property bank? We have precious metals. We have gold, silver, platinum, palladium, base metals, copper, zinc, lead, nickel, usually with gold and silver credits. We also have specialty minerals and metals, such as rare earths, manganese, antimony, iron, feldspar, titanium, and so on. You can see the numbers there. And we also have a business of optioning properties and of royalties on various commodities. So we're diversified. I think you get that. We only work in areas of low political risk. We work principally in Eastern Canada. We have a lot of projects in Quebec, but also in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Ontario, Saskatchewan, Washington State, Nevada, Arizona. We have a large silver royalty in Saxony, Germany, and we're shortly going to have gold antimony projects in Portugal. We have a business of options, sales, joint ventures, and royalties. And this slide is slightly out of date. It says about $25 million in cash and shares. It's actually about $30 million in cashable securities and cash. We also have no debt. Our business model is no debt, never debt, okay? And the other side of that is make money. I know that's odd for our business, the junior sector, but that's how we work. So, number of shares, 56 million shares out. We've never done a rollback. We listed in 1987. Name me another company that has only 56 million shares out and has never done a rollback. Okay? One of the reasons for not doing rollbacks and keeping the share issuance low, myself and my wife are the largest shareholders with 15% of the stock. Fully diluted, 57.7 million. The board of directors, no doctors, no dentists, no lawyers. 3 senior geologists, former president of Centerra Gold, a former analyst for Caisse de dépôt et placement, one of the largest funds in Canada. The head of derivative finance for Soros. Myself, I'm a professional geologist, so there's 4 professional geologists. Oh, sorry, 3 professional, 4 professional, 3, sorry, keep forgetting, 3. And 1 finance professional, which is my wife. She has 19 years as a smelter accountant with Noranda Mines, and then she came to work with us, and now she's retired, but she's still on the board. Unlike a lot of companies, we're on the senior Toronto Stock Exchange. We're on 7 exchanges in Germany. I don't know if you know how it works in Germany. You don't list yourself. If a company, what's equivalent of a broker, likes you, they list you. There are no fees and there's no reporting. They take the data from Canada. We're on 7 exchanges in Germany. I think you can gather from that we're well liked. We're also on the OTCQX International in the US. We were invited to be a member. We were the first member, along with Adidas and a number of the companies. 6 companies were asked to be the first companies, and we're one of the first and only mining company. So what do we do? Well, we acquire properties. Lousy markets are great for us. Good markets are great for us. In lousy markets, we pick up projects. In good markets, we vend the projects. And I'll talk about our vending model. So this little slide just shows you how we've been building up our asset base since 1996 to the point now, well, actually this is below 1, now it's 255 projects, but anyway. So of the 254, we'll use the numbers here, 106 are royalties. How does that break down? 127 precious mineral projects, of which 54 are royalties, 73 are exploration projects, and we only do advanced exploration projects. We don't do grassroots. Base metals, 69, 27 are royalties, 42 are exploration projects. Specialty metals, 19 are royalties, 23 are exploration projects. Industrial minerals, 6 are royalties, 16 are exploration projects. Break it down a bit further, using the 254, 100, like we said, 127 are precious metals, 69 are base metals, 58 are specialty metals and minerals, 106 royalties. We have 9 active options. Okay, now what are active options? Companies come to us and they say, I want a gold property. You say, okay, so we bargain, we come up with a deal. They pay us, usually the deals are 4 years long, sometimes they're 5. Each year, they give us a cash payment, they give us shares in their company, and they do a work commitment. Now, the importance of that is that they're taking on the risk. We know that the risks in exploration are extremely high. So they take on the risks, they issue stock to raise the money, we don't. If they carry it through to the end, we end up with what's called a gross metal royalty. Now, that's different to things you've heard before, net smelter or net profit. We invented the gross metal royalty because, I hope no one here is a lawyer, because we don't like lawyers. And we end up, when there's money on the table, people get stupid. And that's just the way of the world. So we ended up creating the gross metal royalty so that there's no chance of conflict. So what happens, like if you're doing the net smelter royalty, which is the normal one, any costs after the ore leaves the property, to go to be milled, to be smelted, to be sold, to be transported, comes off the price of your royalty percentage. What we invented with the gross metal royalty is if there's, say it's a gold project, and there's 100 ounces of gold produced, and we have a 3% royalty, the refinery puts 3% of the gold in our account. Nothing to fight about. The gold or the cash doesn't go into the hands of the company. The refinery pays it directly into our metal account. So no lawyers, as I said. So that's a bit of a different model, so we make money that way. We have 58 properties with historical or NI 43-101 resources, and on 40 of our properties, there's been mining undertaken already. Okay? So like I said, a lot of advanced projects. Every single one of the other ones, which are not the 58 with historical, have drill targets ready, have already drill holes with values, have surface showings, have had the geophysics done. They're ready to go for exploration. We don't do grassroots. We don't just pick up a piece of ground because we have a concept that may be. That's super high risk. In our exploration business, it's high risk, but we try to limit that. Distribution of our assets. The large gray map in the center is the Abitibi of Quebec and Ontario. The dashed line, the vertical dashed line, is the boundary. The black lines are major fault structures. All the gold stars are gold properties that we have. The blue squares are base metal projects with usually gold and silver credits. The red stars are critical metals and minerals. The green sort of diamonds are industrial minerals. If you look, we have them all over the Abitibi. And on the top left, you see the map where it shows white, that is the Abitibi. And you can see that we have properties on the rest of Quebec and New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Saskatchewan, and onto the southwest US. On the bottom, you can see location of our project in Saxony, Germany, and the one in Portugal. It's actually, we've got 2 in Portugal. So that's just the little bit of what we do. If you want to get an idea of some of our assets, go to our website and look at it. We have so many that it's really useless to start talking about it. But we do some of our own drilling, we advance the projects, we bring them, we create values. In the lousy markets, we pick up assets that are distressed, we work on them, we upgrade them, we wait for the markets to turn, and then we get increased value. For example, on Tuesday, we're going to announce an antimony deal. We picked up a couple of antimony projects that nobody wanted about 4 years ago. We did work to upgrade them. Now the price of antimony has shot up to $40,000 a ton because China's cut off the export and it's needed for military use. We have projects. We're going to announce the first deal on one of our antimony projects. So things I'd like you to take away when I said at the beginning, focus on the value. We have very few shares out. I'm allergic to issuing shares. We have experienced, prudent management. We have income. Okay, like now we said, we're about 30 million in the bank. This year we expect another 5 million revenue. We own our properties. Like, we don't have to pay anybody else. People pay us to try to earn an interest in our projects. We have no debt. I told you I was allergic to debt. We only work in areas of low political risk in Eastern Canada, particularly the US, Saxony, Germany, and now in Portugal. And the board of directors, like I said, no doctors, no dentists, no lawyers. It's senior people, most of them with 40 years or more each in the domain. So it's a different kind of company. We make money. We're not in mining, but we make money. And that's it. Thank you.